Hi everyone, welcome to the Shobitam Trunkshow. This is Aparna and I'm super excited to be hosting today's very special trunk show. Take a look at this beautiful artwork. You guessed it right. We have a fresh collection of Madhubani art. Madhubani art that you can decorate your walls, you can wear as art like a sari. We have salwars, dupattas, even menswear. And that's not all. We're going to traverse all the way from the west to the center to the east. So we have stunning Ajrak products, not just saris this time, but some very beautiful quilts that you can also use as throws. Then we go all the way to Mithila, Bihar. And then from there we have this exotic Madhubani artwork. And then we go all the way east to Bengal to show you some very unique Jamdani pieces. And that's not all. For folks who like our traditional favorites, we have a packed collection of fresh Kanchi silk cottons, which are a very, very hot favorite. Alongside those, we also have our Kanjivarams. We have a fresh batch of Tassa Georgettes, very unique designs, and so much more. And that's just what you wear as saris and salwar. We also have jewelry this time. A beautiful collection from Jaipur. Look at what I'm wearing. We have Meenakari, Kundan, Polki, and so much more. So it's going to be a fully loaded show like how it always is. And on that note, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with this featured collection, which is the Madhubani art. And a very, very warm welcome to everyone who's joining in. This is the Shobitam Trunk Show, where we're going to showcase many, many new products. Our featured collection, like I said, is the Madhubani art. And then for those of you who are familiar with our trunk shows, you know how it works. Every product that I showcase today, the link is being posted on Facebook. It's a clickable link. You can see a little preview also. And for those of you on Instagram, now Instagram does not allow clickable links and there are no previews. So what we do is we give you a code, because you cannot really, there's no easy way to copy paste. So we give you a code. All you have to do is take that code, plug it on the shobitam.com website, and you'll see all the details from the prices, from the pictures, prices in your currency, details, and so much more. And if you still have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy. Someone from the team will be happy to get back to you, be it, on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, email, whatever. Then, again, for those of you who know the drill, we have a special code that you can use. And the code for today is holidays, because the holidays are here. People are planning their vacations or just want some quiet time home. So the code for today is holidays. So when you check out, plug in this code to avail a special discount. And now, without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to do the Madhubani art form. We typically feature saris like our Kanjivarams, Banarsis that are always on the spotlight. They're very, very popular. And one of the things that's very dear to us is actually meeting artisans. And when we go through regions or meet artisans from lesser known art forms, we see that though their art may not have the same limelight as other categories, but then the depth of devotion, the depth of creativity, and their passion is nothing less than you would find elsewhere. So we want to make sure that, on Shobitam, all the art forms are included. We want to make it very, very inclusive. We want to show the diversity of the beautiful art forms that India really has and celebrate not just the art, but the people behind it. So on that note, let's get started. Okay. I'm just picking saris one by one. It's actually a surprise for me too. So the first collection that I'm going to showcase are Madhubani saris on pure tussar silk. Now some of them are desi tussar, some of them are gicha tussar, but each piece is fabulous. It's an absolute exotic piece of art. look at my sari, for example. Look at the intricacy of the work. Think of how much time it would take for an artisan to make just one motif like this. It's a human motif. And then there are motifs all across the border on both sides. Look at the intricacy of the pallu. That is handmade artisanal art, and that is what we are celebrating today. So here is the first Madhubani sari that we are showcasing. Look at the beautiful rustic texture of your tussar silk sari. I absolutely love tussar. It's a fabric that you can wear the year round. It's very, very comfortable. It's an all natural fabric. And look at this beautiful, very vibrant art. It's hand painted on it. So you have these, look at this. Look at the Ma Durga. Look at the beautiful Ma Durga in all her glory with so many hands and women worshipping around her. And look at this beautiful motifs. There are birds, there's tiger because it has spots, leopard, and then these beautiful birds. And every motif is actually hand painted. Now this art is centuries old. It's really stood the test of time, and it's loved by women all over the world. And just to give you some context, some background, so this was an art form that started in, or is still practiced in, the Mithila region. So Mithila is that region in Bihar and Nepal, the surrounding area. That's where Sita was born. And it's very women-centric because women practice this art, all the more that we want to celebrate it. And it started off with, women doing this art form on their walls for weddings, for celebrations. So it became like an expression of their cultural identity. And then it extended onto fabrics. And here we have this beautiful Madhubani. It's also called Mithila painting on this very, very nice tussar sari. Truly a piece of art. And here is the very first sari. You cannot go wrong with something like this because it really stands out, right? It really stands out, and it's understated, and then the vibrant colors balances it. So here is your very first sari. The link is being posted on Facebook, and then the code is posted on Instagram. So here is the first sari. This is the lower side border, and it's completely tussar silk mark certified, and 100% handmade, artisanal, all natural. And this is how the sari drapes, and you can see how pretty it looks. Very eclectic. Here it is. Moving on. Look at this one. Another very beautiful tussar silk sari. Look at the play of colors. Look at the pallu. Look at the pallu, so exotic. It's got rows of, Ramayana motif. It's got the Sita Swayamvar. Look at Ravan. So it's basically a Ramayana themed sari. Look at all the different motifs. Look at the Varmala scene, and it continues. It's just not a very small pallu. Look at the art extending across rows, and then look at the front of the sari. The work continues, and every prominent part of the sari, every visible of the sari is covered in handmade art. That's the beauty of the sari. And look at this. Imagine the amount of time that would have gone into this. So this top part gets tucked in, it's hidden, it's not shown, but all visible parts of the sari is painted. Like I said, imagine the amount of time that has gone in, and it's a skill that's not taught in textbooks, right? It's really something that gets passed on from one generation to the other. And here is a very, very beautiful sari. This is the blouse piece with the border. It's more than a piece of art. It's our heritage, and it's really, really beautiful. I mean, there's every aesthetic element to this sari with centuries of heritage. So here is your next sari. The link is being posted. Moving on, we have so many exquisite pieces. today let's take a look at this one. Another very colorful piece on rustic earthly tussar. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? You see a bride going in a palanquin and beautiful scene. So like I said, initially this art was practiced during weddings, during cultural celebrations, during festivals. So that's what you see here. And how colorful it is, how beautifully the colors complement the natural tone of the tussar fabric. And let's see how the sari drapes. And look at this. It's also got these buttas on the body. Look at the bells that are hanging, the florals, and look at this scene. Isn't it very pretty, very standout? So here is your next sari. Moving on. Something very unique, very extraordinary. Now this is a dual tone sari. So the warp of the sari is actually a red and the weft is the natural tussar color. So do you see the red here, the natural tussar color here? And this is truly exotic, made by very skilled artisans. Look at this. This is Ras Leela. So you see Radha and Krishna and the Gopikas around. Look at this pond, beautiful pond that's sketched. And then you have fish. And look at these beautiful lotus mines and birds. And you really have to see the sari to appreciate it. Everything from the color, the motifs, the intricacy, the art, everything has come out very, very well together. And when you see something that's as beautiful as this, it is a grabber. And look at this. It's a very long pallu. Look at how long the pallu is. So it all the way, it's like a 1.5 pallu. Look at this. Very beautiful. And that's not all. Look at these. Look at this beautiful floral art. And the color, the design, everything comes so nicely together. And the beauty of the tussar fabric with its very, very light sheen makes it very elegant. So here is your very exotic sari. I know the sari will not stay long. I particularly love this a lot. And look at this. And here is the blouse piece with a thin border for the sleeve and this motif on the back. Very artisanal, very standout. Something different this time. This is a print. This is a screen print. The body is a screen print, but the border is your hand-painted Madhubani. And it comes in a vibrant blue-purple shade, like an ink color. And look at this. The unevenness of the tussar fabric has that rustic charm to it. And look at this beautiful pallu. This is the Mata that we were looking for. So here. So Nandini is here with me and she said, you have to show the sari. Nandini, can you step in for a minute, please? So very, very beautiful sari. She really wanted us to showcase this. And look at this beautiful divine Goddess Durga in all her glory. Very, very beautiful sari. What do you think?
It's certainly a gem, a true gem. We were looking all over, okay, where is the Ma Durga sari? And truly a divine blessing. The hands who made this Maya Rani's portrait, truly God's creation. Truly. And I hope this goes very soon. I hope, or else
No, I really have to thank Nandini. It's very late in the night. She's been working since very early in the morning, and she's here for a whole bunch of reasons. We had a very special fashion show earlier this week. So 4 days back, we had a very special fashion show, and this was a very different fashion show. It was not a fashion show walked by models, but it was a fashion show that was walked by women of strength, by women who are want to become entrepreneurs, or women who are newly established entrepreneurs. And it was very empowering. It felt very nice. And somebody walked up to me and said that, this fashion show was very different from how models work. This was a fashion show where they saw substance. And if you've not seen it, please go on to our social media on Instagram or Facebook and watch this fashion show. It just got posted a few hours ago, so you may want to check that out. It's very interesting, very empowering, and has left me charged with so much energy. So on that note, here is this very beautiful sari in purple. Okay, so let's see. We have so many beautiful saris today. Now this is also from Bihar, and this is a print. This is a print like your ikat, but the combination of natural color, black, red and mustard stands out. Look at this. So very, very pretty sari in your desi tussar and a charming color. So here is your next sari. Now we have some very beautiful, very exotic art form like this. And these are about 22 by 30 inches. What we do is these are on very thick paper, like a canvas paper. And what you can do is we sell them, we put them in a tube and ship it out. And all you have to do is, go to your nearest framing store, Michael's or anywhere else, and get that framed. And look at them. And we have a very special direct artisan pricing today, and every piece is very, very exquisite, very exotic, and you cannot go wrong with this. Look at the intricacy of the work. So I'm going to show you a few of them. They're very unique. So the first one that we are showcasing, so they are all the same size, is this very lucky, very auspicious 7 horses. And this painting, I was told takes a long time. Not everybody can do it. And I'm very sure this will go off very soon. So this is your very lucky 7 horses Mithila painting. Look at the work. Look closely. And it's very, very thick canvas paper. And when you frame it, it looks even more gorgeous. So here is the very first art form from Bihar. The next is a monocolor, like a grey, black. So it's got tones of black and grey. And look at the imagination. So it's one big fish, another inside it, and it's just got fish all over. So it's decorated with fish and a lovely border, and very novel, very standout. And one thing that I noticed is we've been doing paintings for the last few months, and so many of you have loved it. These are famous not just among the Desi community but outside as well. So just thought of sharing this. Looks very, very nice. The next one, oh my God. So this is the Rameshwaram scene. So when Lord Rama prayed to Shiva, so you see the Shivling in the center, Lord Rama on the side praying, and look at the colors, look at the art. Look at the details, everything's come together very, very nicely. So here is the third piece of art. The link, the code, everything is being posted. Okay. Look at this Varmala scene. So this is your Sita Swayamvar Varmala scene, where Sita is getting married to Lord Ram. And you can see her hold the garland. So that's what this depicts. Like I said, these are all expressions of culture, expressions of mythology, stories, folk. So here is a very, very beautiful scene from the Ramayana. So Buddhism later became very prevalent in this region, the region of Bihar, the Mithila region, Nepal. Mithila spans across Nepal as well. And here is Lord Buddha. Look at Buddha, and under a Bodhi tree or a people tree maybe, and very, very pretty, very standout. Look at the expression on the faces. So very beautiful piece of art. And then look at this Ganesha behind me. It's very standout, very expressive eyes, very prominent, beautiful mural with a pink base. And then look at this one, very playful, yet very standout. So here is Lord Krishna, and this is this very famous scene where he steals the clothes of all the gopis. Look at them, the clothes are here, and that's his playful self, and these gopikas are actually begging him to return the clothes. So very, very beautiful. Look at the details. Look at the strokes. I'm going to come closer so you can see the details. Look at the fine strokes. Look at the amount of work. And look at how many human motifs are there in this. And look at the number of leaves, the details, you know, how this leaf is overlapping. It's come out very, very well. So it's all in the details, and then it comes out so beautifully well together. So here is your next piece of art. All right. So this one is special because even in the Mithila art, there are various kinds, various techniques. And this one combines 3 different techniques. So this is a different technique, this is a different technique, and this is a different technique. So it combines 3 different techniques. And look at these beautiful birds, look at these human motifs, and look at the colors, and done very, very nicely. So here is your next beautiful Mithila wall art. Tree of Life, not to be missed. So Tree of Life is something that's popular the world over. It shows the diversity of life and the coexistence of the diversity in one. So beautiful Tree of Life, and 2 beautiful peacocks, 3 beautiful peacocks perched, and look at the fish here, and again, very beautiful piece, very vibrant colors, and very symbolic too. So here is your next one. We have a few more. Guess what this is called? You saw the Ras Leela. This is called Machli Ras. Look at all the fish motifs within mandalas. There are so many of them here. Not just that, look at the fish in the borders, the fish here. So very, very beautiful aquatic art form, and come out very, very well. And look at the imagination of the artist, and truly a piece of art. So here is your next one. Okay. And then finally this is your Machli Ras, 2 fish within a mandala, and then look at the strokes on this one. The stroke takes a very long time. So this art is actually done using a nib, sometimes with brush, and it's all in the strokes. It's the beauty of the strokes, the direction of the strokes, the weight of the strokes, the length of the strokes, that makes it all come together. But if you look very, very closely, everything is just strokes. Look at this. So very beautiful piece of art. And then I'm going to very quickly show you other few artisanal pieces, and we'll get back to our saris and dupattas. This was very heartwarming, I should say, because we saw the artisans who actually made this. And like I said, you know, the devotion of these artisans really touched us. And like I said, it's not any less than your Banarsi karigars or your Kanjivaram karigars. Look at this. So this is like a pouch. You can keep your stationery, you can keep your makeup, change, whatever. And here is a little nice tote bag. So here. And then we have a few more. So you can see our entire collection on the website. So a very warm welcome to everyone who's joining in. We have a very special trunk show where we're showcasing not just beautiful Madhubani art, but very stunning Ajrak pieces, Jamdani pieces, a fresh batch of Kanchi silk cottons, Kanjivarams, Tassa Banarsis, and more. So stay tuned, because we have so many products lined up, you know, in front of me. So it's a fully loaded trunk show. So yeah, I'm going to move on to our next section. Who says it's only women who can have all the fun? Look at this beautiful menswear kurtas, again in pure tussar with this stunning Madhubani art. Stand out, right? Imagine your man wearing one of these and stepping out with you. Look at this. So the size, the details, pricing, everything is mentioned. I'm just going to quickly show you 3 pieces. And then if you want other sizes, they can be done on a made to order basis. So here is the first one. It's got this machli theme and this is pure tussar silk. Next one is actually very interesting. Look at this long panel. These are all silk mark certified. Look at this panel here. Look at this row of mandalas. Very, very beautiful. And that's not all. It's got work on the sleeve as well. So here. And for those who like black, look at this. Your man in a black with silver Madhubani work. So it's got the fish design with silver strokes on it. So very unique, very standout. And there's work on the sleeve as well. So here it is. And, if you're into dupattas, add some easy uplifting. Remember I showed you like an onion pink sari. Here is some matching dupatta. Look at this work. It's got work on both sides. Very extensive work. Borders, the bottom, and then light butta work as well. So very pretty. And these pieces just came in, which is why they're not done with fall piku tassels yet. But every Shobitam sari is shipped out with fall done, with piku done. Every silk sari has tassels as well. So you don't have to worry about it. And then we all know that a sari is incomplete without a blouse. So we have custom blouse stitching option. And if mix and match blouses are for you, then we have a full section of made to order blouses, just like what I'm wearing. So here is your dupatta. Another one, also in tussar. Tussar is like the perfect canvas because it has this property of absorbing ink. Now this one is a stole. This one is a stole, but it's long. It can be worn as a dupatta too. So it's about 30 inches wide approximately. It's actually a dupatta. So it's a dupatta, can be worn as a stole as well. Very muted colors, very elegant. The next one is interesting. This is actually banana fiber. It's banana and cotton fiber mix. So it's a vegan fiber. And look at the very extensive work on it. Charming, right? Very, very charming piece. Light border, very standout work on both sides. This time it's a mustard. And look at this. There's like a big butta here with fish design and then a simple border on both sides. So here it is. And then I want to quickly show you 2 saris because I would feel really bad if I didn't showcase those. This is the Kerala cotton sari. So beautiful Kerala cotton sari. And on that white base, look at how the colors are standing out. Look at the extensive pallu. Look at the borders, buttas. And this is how this beautiful sari drapes. Look at the piece of art. The pallu is truly a piece of art. And I love the blue and green that has been used to complement the white. And a thin gold border just to frame the sari. And here is the other sari that I was talking about. Here. It has a very beautiful pallu, not to be missed. Take a look. Look at this. This is a piece of art. So it's pure tussar, and look at the work on this. And here is the sari when it is straight. Of course, it will be softer because I have many layers on it right now, but this is how it looks. Okay, so now we are going to move on to our vibrant ajraks, which comes from Gujarat. Just like the culture, the vibrance of the people of Gujarat is the vibrance of the Kutch ajrak fabric. And then it receives all the elements, the salty waters, the bright sun, which gives the minerals its color. And we have some very fabulous pieces. We have saris, which are always a hot favorite. And then we also have 2 quilts. So I'm going to start with the quilts. Take a look at this. So this one is a king size, 108 inch by 108 inch. And this is pure ajrak on cotton, and it's got kantha stitch, kantha running stitch on it. This can be used not just as a bed cover, it can be used as a quilt, it can also be used as a throw. Look at the magic. So this is one side, it is reversible. Look at the other side. So it's a deep red, like a brick red color on one side, and the other side is a magenta, maroon, and it's very, very, very beautiful. Very standout piece. It's going to be like an attention grabber if you have this, wherever you have this, be it your living room, bedroom, wherever. It's going to add a lot of color, a lot of charm to your living space. So here is your quilt. And then I'm going to show you one more, which is perfect. So I really love this. Like I said, this can be used on your couch as a throw. It's a 60 by 90. So this is your 60. The other side is a 90. Look at the black. And this is a beautiful gaji silk fabric. That one was cotton. This is gaji silk. It's softer. It's got these kantha stitches. And this is 100% original handmade ajrak. It's not a machine print, not a screen print. It's original handmade, hand block printed ajrak. So a lovely maroon on one side. Some days when you feel like you want maroon, you can have maroon. The other days you can have black. Sometimes you can have both. So very charming piece. And like I said, it's a 60 by 90. So here it is. Okay, ajrak saris, it is next because they're always, always, always a hot favorite. And today we have two saris in the black and white collection. The last time we had black and white, but it was black and white with mirror works, self-colored thread. This time it's a red color thread around for a pop of color. Check this out. Very charming. And oh, I love the fabric. It feels so soft to the touch. So beautiful black, white border. This is your modal silk. And take a close look to see the beauty of the sparkling mirrors. So here, look at this. And look at the white pallu, very pretty tassels. And this is how this particular sari looks like. So here is the sari. So black and white with the red pop of color, and these are all hand stitched. So many places I have seen, mirrors, real mirrors that are stuck to the sari using glue. This is not that. This is completely handmade, where every mirror that you see, and see how close they are completely hand sewn into the sari. So here is your next piece. Another black and white. Black and white itself is beautiful, and then when it has its sparkle, it just elevates the elegance quotient to a whole new level. So different kind of black and white. Every print, every motif that you see on the sari is hand block printed, and that's not all. There are several steps. It's not just taking a piece of fabric, printing it, but it goes through several steps to make this print come alive. So from treating the fabric, look at this. Look at how closely the mirrors are. I'm going to show a close-up. And look at the mirror work in the prominent parts of the sari. Very elegant, I think. What do you think? And then look at the blouse piece. That's equally beautiful. It's a plain black with mirror work. Look at this. And then white borders. So here is your next sari. And then, if you want additional mirror work around the neckline, sleeves, any kind of customization, we can make that happen for you. So any blouse at Shobitam can be made as per your design, your preference, your measurements, as long as the fabric permits. And if you want any additional hand work, let's say you want some more sequence work like what I'm wearing, or mirrors or whatever, we can make that happen for you at an additional charge. Okay, here's the next sari. This time it's a blue, white, maroon on a black base, and look at this. Very, very beautiful sari, red mirrors, and this is how this sari drapes. What do you all think? And look at the pallu. And then our saris with Ari work. So many of you asked them. So we have a few today. We have like 6 or 7. I just want to show you 3 colors. This one is a black body and a red pallu. Very hot. This trend is actually very hot of wearing a ajrak sari with handwork on it. And here it's the sari. So a beautiful black sari with a red contrast and a red blouse piece. The next one is a red and blue. So it's a red body and a blue. You would have seen me wear one of these in one of our reels a few weeks back. So a red and blue combination. Very earthly, very charming as well. Let's see what the third one is. The third one is a red and black. So here is the sari. All right. We are going to move to our next featured collection. We have a fresh batch of your Kanchi silk cottons. These are also all handloom saris. They are just fresh off the loom. They just came in and we have them in so many beautiful designs in very, very beautiful colors. So that's next. Look at this one. Look at this one. It's like a beautiful amethyst shade against a purple, like an eggplant purple. And look at the beautiful body. Now all these Kanchi silk cotton saris, like I said, are handloom. They are a blend of pure natural silk and pure cotton. So it gives you the best of both. It gives you the breathability of cotton and the sheen of silk. And the zari charm. The traditional zari charm. And this particular sari has zari checks and buttas all over and your rettepet borders. So here is your next sari. And these saris are just like your Kanjivarams. The blouse piece is the color of the border. So here is the next sari. Like I said, these saris just came in. All these saris will be finished with fall piku and the beautiful tassels that you see. Okay, what's next? A lovely deep pista green color and same design as the previous one with a purple border, and this is how this beautiful sari drapes like. We have so many vibrant colors today. I want to show you at least the key ones to give you a perspective of how these beautiful saris look like. Okay, next one is a checks or your kattam, and here is a blue and purple kattam. I personally love checks. This was one of the saris that I was debating, wearing for today's Trunkshow. It's a very different color, blue, purple, and look at the vibrant border and your temple motifs. And the top side is like a tissue border and an extensive pallu. So here is your next sari. And then we have a maroon this time. I love maroon. So many of us do. It's a very flattering shade. And it's a lovely deep maroonish black color and comes with ivory borders, which gives it a beautiful korvai contrast. This is a korvai sari which gives it this bold contrast. And look at this beautiful sari. Look at the sheen. Look at the lightness of the fabric and the zari detailing, the handloom charm. So here is your next sari. This is the body. I'm going to show you some Palum Param saris next, which are your big, bold, colorful checks. Here's one. Isn't it pretty? It's got shades of pink, it's got shades of white, orange, peach, and it's got meenakari buttas on the border. And look at this. Your classic element that never goes out of style. So here is your next sari, showing you the next Palum Param sari. These are your traditional saris. Look at this. Shades of orange, magenta, purple. So this shade, it's very interesting because this shade is formed because this color, and this color meet here. So that's the beauty of it. So that's why you see so many colors. It's the self color and the mixture of two colors. So here is your next sari, a lovely Palum Param Kanchi silk cotton sari. Next one is shades of blue and green and red. Look at this. A very peppy color with a lime green border. Look at this. Blue, green, maroon, mustard. So many happy colors coming together. Next one is your Rangkat style design, which is also very popular. So these usually come in pastels, and we have sea green, we have light mustard, aqua, and there's zari buttas too. And it has like a purple border, and very unique, very contemporary. These are new designs. Next is your Ganga Jamuna. A beautiful green. It's like your bright leaf green, like the color of fresh spring green leaf. And maroon on the top, pink in the bottom. So here is your next sari. It's a plain body, and here it is. All right. For those of you who like light colors, here's a very soothing pista green with a bright orange. Look at this one. And speaking of orange, we have another orange Ganga Jamuna with tissue borders on both sides. Look at this. So it's got orange borders, orange blouse piece, pink on the top, and orange below. Your light colors, your ivory, off-white, they never go out of style. They have this beautiful, they're very impactful. And here is your next sari. I'm going to quickly show you maybe 3-4 before we move on to our Kanjivarams. I showed you a Kattam sari that was a darker color. Here is a lighter color, more like a beautiful English shade. It's got teal, it's got ivory, and then the red border with the temple motifs. Look at this Vairavosi, your typical Kanchi charmer. So Vairavosi is your very thin zari pinstripes that runs across the length of the sari, and they are set to glimmer like diamonds. So here is a lovely Vairavosi, very small buttas. Look at the peach color, dual tone borders, and the pink temple motifs. So very striking, very beautiful. And here is the border. Okay, maybe one more and then we'll move on. So here is a lovely green zari kattam sari. So you have zari checks running across the body of the sari and a beautiful bottle green. This is your classic bottle green with ivory borders. Alright, so now we are done with our Kanchi silk cotton. We're going to move on to our Kanjivarams next. This is what beautiful, authentic, handmade pure silk Kanjivarams look like. Rust is a color that's really trending, very hot. So many of you love it. And look at this stunning sari. It's a deep rust color. And very small, very small peacock buttas. And look at the very grand borders, paisley borders in maroon. So this is your beetle nut color, a very beautiful shade of maroon. And it's got these nice paisley motifs. Equal with borders on both sides, so it has the impact on the top and the pleats area. Look at this. And this shade of rust is very unique. It's like a very deep shade. And let's see what the pallu looks like. So here is the pallu. Very beautiful pallu. Very beautiful pallu. I actually feel bad opening up because it's not easy to fold these saris. Original handloom sari. And look at how divine the sari looks. Very flattering color. And how beautifully, how closely this dainty buttas, your mail chakram or your peacock wheel buttas are woven on a handloom, and the very broad borders, very broad impactful borders. So very standout artisanal heritage piece. And this is the pallu. The blouse piece is equally interesting because it's got broad borders on the top and bottom, so you can get really creative. You can use the border in so many different ways. You can use like a straight panel in the back. You can use it as a double border sleeve. You know, you can get very, very creative. So here is your next saree. Thank you. And then we have a beautiful turquoise with your zari kattam. And it's got 2 size buttas on it. So it's the kattam and then you have the zari butta also. So it's not easy to weave this because you have the zari lines going, the silk going, and then you have the butta. Each has its own tension on the loop. And then look at the borders, equal width borders again. This is like a monocolor sari and would look very beautiful with a contrasting blouse. Now these are the tassels that I was talking about. So all Shobitam saris, silk saris, come with these very exquisite handmade tassels because a silk sari is not complete without these. You need to have this playful tassels, you know, swing as you walk. And here is this beautiful sari. Let's see how it looks when draped. Here is the sari when draped. So very standout. And this is the blouse piece, a plain blouse. There's a slight dual tone to it. There's a beautiful green mix that's given to it to add that mystic element. Okay, this time it's a pink. And let's see, it's got pink with silk checks. This is the contrast, like I said, your beetle nut contrast. The Kanjivaram weavers avoid black as much as possible because these are all for special occasions. So they use the darkest shade possible of brown. They use the darkest shade possible of blue to achieve that really, really deep look. And here is the sari. This is the blouse piece. And look at the beautiful borders. This is your pink and this is your underpakshi. So here is the next sari. Look at the lovely tassels. And it's a deep brown. It's not a black, it's a deep brown. And let's see how the sari drapes. I'm not going to open this because it's not easy to fold. So here is the next sari. Next is a very typical color combination in Kanjivarams. It's your bottle green, but a bottle green with a slight mix of purple to give it that very interesting look. Let me show you this closely. Look at this. It's got a nice dual tone to it and a lovely pink border contrast. And tassels, a rich pallu, very rich pallu. And this is how the sari drapes. And my very first silk sari was a gift from my dad. This was for my college farewell. And it was this exact same combination. I still have the sari. It was a smaller border, but this very, very beautiful combination of a bottle green dual tone with a pink contrast. So here is the next sari. Now, soft silks it is next. Now, soft silk is also pure silk. It's also handloom. So every sari that I'm showcasing today is a handloom sari. Now, the difference between your soft silk and your traditional Kanjivaram is 2 things. One, the thickness of the yarn. The thickness of the yarn is actually much less, so it is very soft, it's lighter, and second, it's not starched like your regular Kanjivaram. So it's very easy to drape, maintain. And our soft silks are very, very, very popular. So I'm going to start out with this special sari. Okay, it's a sari that I was looking for, but I can't find it, but it's okay. It is a sari with your Rangoli design, your column design in pink. I think that one on top. Exactly. So you'll actually see our lady weaver, a beautiful, very, very devoted lady weaver, weaving this particular sari. And look at this nice color. It's like a light magenta with a golden pink dual tone. And look at the column motifs. So these are your Rangoli motifs, designs that are created on the floor. We get very creative, very artistic, right? So it's a soft silk sari. Look at the color combination of the border. And you can see how light it is. And these come with these tassels, hand knotted tassels that are done right after the sari is woven and cut from the loom. And look at this. And because the fabric is lighter, the yarn is lighter, the zari that it can stand is also lighter. So the zari is muted compared to your typical Kanjivarams. And here is how this particular sari drapes like. Very, very popular again. And all of these come with plain contrasting blouse pieces. The next is your temple border. This is your a shade brighter and lighter than your navy blue, almost like a navy blue. And it's got these temple border on one side of the sari. Look at this. And let's see if it actually has temples on near the pallu. Okay, so it's a one side border sari. It's got floral buttas all over that has that nice shimmer because it's a dark shade. This is the pallu. And the zari is like an antique, a light muted antique color. And here is the border. And the same design we also have in so many other colors. We have it in green. I showed you a blue. This one is a green with muted gold temple border. Same concept, same design, same loom. But it's a lovely emerald green. So this is your emerald green sari. And then same concept on a maroon, a deep maroon color. This is your arc color, your deep arc color, and same concept. So I just wanted to quickly show you. We're going to make it quick. We're going to breeze through our soft silks because I think you have an idea. I'm just going to show you the different colors because we have so many other saris, that I'm looking at that are waiting to be showcased. Look at this black. And the beauty of this black is it's got a big border. This is your methi color border, like a dull yellow mustard shade, like a yellow mustard brown mix. And look at the vertical muted zari, silver zari. And here is the sari. Very pretty one side border sari. Okay, going to make it quick. This time it's a brocade. And also soft silk. It's like a grey beige dual tone, copper tone zari, like a jar brocade all over with a trellis design and buttas. And look at this very charming coral color, a coral peach border and two side very wide borders. Okay, next up is, this is the last sari that I'm going to show. All the other saris. Now there's only so much that we can show in like an hour to hour and a half trunk show. But we have so many other saris, other products that get released. So every product that is not showcased today is also available on this page called shobitam.com/live. And you will see such stunning collections of saris, jewelry and more. And for folks who are just joining in, a very warm welcome. This is the Shobitam Trunk Show, and the code, the special discount code that you can use today is holidays. One word. So here is a beautiful deep peacock blue. I really liked it because it's got this light silk border and a thin band of zari. And it would look stunning with like a burnt orange or a rust color blouse, a contrasting blouse. And here is the pallu. I love this color. And here is the sari. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you a batch of saris. I'm not going to open them up, but just going to give you a flavor of all the colors that we have. And look at this. We have a black, we have a very beautiful peacock blue, a navy blue with longer temples. This is like a contemporary geometric design. Look at this emerald green, and then finally an eggplant purple. All right, so now we're going to move on to our gadwals, and after our gadwals we have very exotic jamdanis. So gadwals it is next, and it's a very fresh batch. I told you rust is trending, so we have two rust saris today. Very similar to the one. So the one that I showed you before was a Kanjivaram. This one is a Gadwal and a lovely rust. And look at this combination. Very, very hot combination, very flattering combination. This is your rettipate border with a rust body. Another flavor. Are very exquisite, very loved big border saris. So exact same combination, but look at this. Larger buttas, but they're muted. And look at this very rich border on the top. And a super rich, like a 12-inch border in the bottom. So very unique, exquisite Gadwal sari. Another very pretty color is this biscuit color, as they say. It's like a brown, lavender, beige mix. And it's got 4 or 5 different designs of horizontal zari stripes. There is this, look at them closely. You'll see several variations of these horizontal lines. And then a stunning border, look at this. Very pretty color, very understated, yet very impactful combination. So here is your next sari. Look at how generously it is woven. And you know what I'm going to say next. You can get your saris pre-stitched from us. So if you find saris very difficult to wear, you're not very familiar with them, we can pre-stitch the sari. So many of you opt out for the option. And what we do is, we stitch the sari as per your waist measurements, your height. If you're wearing heels, you know, we take into account that as well. So wearing a sari is a breeze, even for those who are not very familiar. So look at the sari, very charming, very rich. And let's take a look at the pallu. So here is the pallu. It is hidden, but very beautiful pallu. So here is the sari. Another very rich Gadwal sari, same combination, but a different design. Also with horizontal stripes, this one with your Rudraksha motifs, your peacock motifs. Let me show this closely. Look at this. And looks very classy sari, equal width borders. And here, I'm just going to quickly show you how it drapes like. I don't want to open it because, like I said, these are not easy to fold. And here is your next sari. Alright. Next up is our very exquisite Jamdani saris. I'm just going to show you 5 of them. Each one is a standout piece. These are pure silk muslin saris. So the fabric is light as air. And Jamdani is the technique where you actually weave heavier threads on a very light base, so it looks like it's embossed on it. The motif looks like it's embossed on the base of the fabric. It's not easy to do it. These are original handloom with no cut work. And look at the designs that we're going to showcase today. Here is a very first one. It's like a chalk white color. And look at the crane motifs inspired by your Parsi Kara design. So look at this. Crane motifs. Look at the temple weave border, and this is pure silk muslin fabric. And it's wispy, light as air, maybe 350 grams to 400 grams at the most. And here is the sari. I just want to show you one sari, open one sari and show you to give you a feel of what it is like. And look at the stunning borders. These are completely handmade. And it's a very unique border design. And look at the button. Right? So here is the first sari. I opened this one fully, but I'm going to show you the others without opening it too much. Okay. So the next one is an interesting purple. And let's see what this design is. So it's got, so the design inspiration is from your nature, from what you see around you. So the previous one had like crane motifs. This one has like hut motifs. Look at this. And it's a lovely purple, not too dark, not too light. And this is the top side border. This is the pallu. And then look at the gorgeous, very gorgeous lower side border. Truly a piece of art. So here is the next one. The third one is very interesting. Look at the, I want to give you a close-up of the floral motifs. Look at the two colors on every flower. And this one is a nice mint green color, a lovely mint green color. This is like a lotus pond aquatic theme sari. Look at the pallu. Look at the pallu. Look at the light as air weave. And beautiful colors, pink and yellow. And this is the top side border and a very eye-catchy lower side border. Another very interesting color is this butter yellow color. A single shade, a single layer looks much lighter. Look at this. And oh my God, look at the work on this sari. Very extensive work. So here is the pallu. Look at how extensive the work is. You hardly see any gaps. And doesn't the work look like it's actually embossed on it? So very nicely done. And the work runs all the way. Okay, so it's very, it's a piece of art. It must have taken several weeks to make the sari. Look at this, it just goes on and on and on. Almost till the beginning of the sari. So very pretty sari. Look at this. So every visible part of the sari is covered in this gorgeous weave. And many of you must have heard it. This art form, this weave form was so exotic, even during the colonial times, that the British actually chopped off the fingers of Jamdani weavers because they didn't want anyone else, because they could not replicate this art and they didn't want this art form to thrive. But here it is, standing so mighty, so proud, and here is this beautiful sari steeped in heritage. The last sari in your Jamdani today is a beautiful blue, and I love the shade of blue. It's got a tinge of grey to it, and similar concept, very extensive work. Let's check this one out. So here is the pallu. Look at this. Look at how divine, how extensive the work is. So, and the work runs all the way. So every prominent part of the sari, be it your anchal, be it your front, be it your pleats, you're going to see this art form. And look at the back side. Look at the back side. This is your original Jamdani with no cut work. And the work goes all the way. And this is your first part of the sari. And here is the blouse piece with border on one side. All right. Moving on to our next category. Look at this. Mirror, mirror on the wall, which Shobitam product is the best of all? Clearly, there's no answer to it because every product really stands out. And look at this. I wanted to showcase this because somebody made this for us. And it really touched me because you see the devotion with which they made it. So that's why I see, even if it is a lesser known weave, we really need to bring it to the forefront. Give it the same love, make it as inclusive because India is filled with so many beautiful art forms and every art form has its own place. So just wanted to show this very beautiful. Recognize the person who made this and look at this. Okay, so Banarsis it is next, and we're not going to show you what we usually show. Today we're going to showcase 4 very interesting saris which we've not showcased before. These are your Tussar Georgette saris. Now Tussar Georgette is this beautiful material that has the texture of your tussar fabric. At the same time, it's very fluid because it's got the elements of Georgette, it's got the fluidity of Georgette. And look at this. You will not find these easily. Look for it, you will not find it. Let's put it that way. And here is a lovely Tussar Georgette sari, hand brush dyed in very light dusty shades. It's got meenakari work and it's your Rangkat inspired design, a beautiful jal and very elegant sari. These are your celebrity worthy saris, and let's see how the sari drapes. What do you think? So very, very beautiful sari, I love the beautiful play of colors, very understated, very elegant. And it comes with this dusty pink contrast and a dusty pink blouse. So here. Another sari in this collection. Also a tussar georgette, and this time it's got brush dye work along the borders. So very fluid fabric. It's got the opacity of tussar, which georgette does not have. And look at the colors. There's like light yellow, there's butter yellow, there's a light teal, coral orange, pink, and very beautifully done. It's also got zari lines and buttas and very elegant pallu. And let's see how the sari drapes. Look at this. Very classy look. It has a very novel, classy look to it. And these are very unconventional. You don't, like I said, you don't find these saris. So here it is. Two more saris along the same lines. This time it's a Kora. Kora is your silk organza fabric. And this one is a peach. It's also got this nice rankard design in light earthly colors. And look at the pallu. And here is the sari. Very lightweight fabric and very novel design. So here's the sari. Next one is a beautiful net tissue sari. I have to show you this. Look at this. This is a net fabric handloom sari, and look at the florals that are woven into it to give that embossed texture. It's got meenakari. It's a dull gold color. It's a very, very, very beautiful sari. Very rich, elegant looking sari. And this is how this beautiful sari looks. And then look at this rose gold pallu. So it's got rose gold, zari, meenakari florals, and a lovely rose gold tissue blouse piece. So very standout sari. I really, really love this. And then there are a few semi-silks that I want to showcase. A fresh batch of semi-silk saris have just come in, and some of you ask, what these saris look like. So I'm going to show you the pastel collection that's come. So here is a dusty rose color, and it's got full jal work. Look at this, and light muted silver zari work on it. Looks very elegant, and the fabric is very good. It doesn't look like art silk at all. Here is the sari. And I'm just going to quickly show you the colors. I'm not going to drape them. There is a sage green for those of you who like understated colors. We also have bright colors like your bottle green. We have mustard. So many different colors. And then I want to showcase this lovely golden yellow green sari. Look at this. Very unique color, very unique standout color, and it's got that nice muted zari texture to it. Okay, so it's going to be a quick batch of kalamkari dupattas, and the jewelry, it's really eye-catching, it's really grabbing my attention, so I have to showcase that to you. So kalamkari dupattas, it is next, and this time, they're all black and white. I'm just going to show you 5 of them, and then we have more on the website. Look at these, hand-drawn pen kalamkari on Mangalagiri silk cotton fabric. So very generous width, and black and white makes it really pop out. So here is the first one. Very quickly, the second one. So you can see women churning butter. That's what the scene is. And here is the next dupatta. Now, dupatta is that one accessory that immediately elevates, whatever you're wearing. And let's see what this is. So this is musical instruments. So you see women playing different musical instruments, drums, veena, tabla, all of that. Let's see what the next one has. This one looks like a Krishna. Oh, it's your Pichwai cow theme. So it's your cow and floral theme design on a black Mangalagiri fabric. And then the last one today is this. Look at this peacock design. This peacock design on Mangalagiri fabric. And then, speaking of dupattas, you must have recently seen Deepika Padukone wear this lovely black patola dupatta. It added so much character to her anarkali. And look at this beautiful patola silk, pure silk handloom dupatta. I just wanted to showcase it. I was reminded. And adds that pop of color, adds that rich look immediately to your ensemble. Now, ikat. Quickly to ikat saris. I showed you a black ikat dupatta. Here is a lovely, lovely ikat sari. I love this combination. And look at the ikat work done on it. So stunning black with a mustard contrast and your muted zari borders to let the ikat work shine. So here is your next sari. I really love the design. And here is the bottom. Another very different sari. This one is a pink, orange, and with a purple kuttu border. And look at this. So very different from the previous one. Now, I showed you some menswear early on in our Madhubani. So I'm going to show you a quick batch of Nehru jackets that have just come in. All right. So look at these men's Nehru jackets. The sizing, other details are there. And this is pure jute silk. This is pure jute silk. So it's got this nice matte texture to it. Look at this. And looks very classy, very different, very standout. And we have them in 5 colors. We have like a dusty pista, we have like a blue, we have this, and then we have 2 more colors. So I'm just going to show you one more very quickly just to give you a feel of it. So this is the pista green that I was talking about. Very different, very unique color. Alright, so now speaking of jackets, we also have women's jackets. Okay, look at these beautiful women jackets. And it's like a vest basically. And comes in trendy polka design. This is pure silk. And looks very different, very contemporary. That will go with your Indian and Western ensembles. And then I'm just going to quickly show you 2 more colors. The details and prices, all of that is there on the website. We also have like an ivory and we have like a grey blue, like a steel grey blue color. So these are the 2 other shades. And if you're looking for pure silk kurtis, very simple kurtis, we also have them. We have a few that are just launched, more launching soon, maybe tomorrow. These are semi-stitched, so if you want them stitched as per your measurements, we can do that for you. And this is like a straight cut, just a little bit of highlight here on the yoke. And then it comes with a pure silk, lightweight dupatta. So this would be the dupatta, and here is the kurti. So it's a 2-piece set. So you have the kurti and the dupatta, and this is pure silk, pure tussar silk. I'm just going to show you an ajrak print one as well. Now the ajrak print ones are without the dupatta. These are also semi-stitched and we can get them stitched as per your measurements. And these are straight cut kurtas, 100% pure silk. Alright, so it's jewelry. Jewelry's been waiting for so long, and this is a fresh batch of jewelry that's come all the way handcrafted in Jaipur. And it's a very stunning collection. Guess what? We have these very exotic huslies. So the highlight is huslies. There was a green one that got sold out, but we want to show you the blue. It's like a beautiful sapphire blue color. Look closely. It's a nice husly with pearl accents. And look at the earrings. Look at the earrings. So very beautiful neck piece, a standout piece. Now this is something that would go very well with your Western ensembles too. So it's not just Indian, because it looks very unique, very different. Next is a red, a deep red. Look at this. This is the back side. Look at the meenakari. Meenakari is your colored enamel work. And these are actually hand set. hand set into the metal, and it comes with these jhumkas. So this is the hasli, this is the jhumka. Next we have these stonework necklaces. We have 2 of them. Look at this. Very pretty line of 2 lines of stones and ivory color beads. Ivory color beads actually look better than your bright white color. So here is your next one. Along the same lines, we have this. Look at this. It's a bigger, larger, more extensive design. These are the earrings. This is the necklace. And then if you love chand balis like I do, we have chand balis too. Look at this. These are your kundan stones. A lovely chand bali with 2 motis on the top and bottom. If you want something more simple, then check this out. This is your pendant, and then we have the earrings. So these are the earrings, and then here is the pendant. So here it is. Now moving on to this beautiful pure pearls magic. A different color pearl for a different mood every day of the week. So there are 7 colors of pearls. Because there are 7 colors, it's like one day of the week, from your white to a pinkish white to a gray and so on. Look at the beautiful colors. These are pure natural pearls, and these are your studs, pearl studs. So very interesting piece, I thought. And then moving on to silver finally. Look at this. Now, brilliant Victorian charmer. So Victorian jewelry came into existence during the Victorian era. She was very fond of all things fancy, especially gemstones. And the beauty of Victorian jewelry is the metal is it's like a dark finish. So it really allows the stones to flourish, to stand out. And look at this very pretty piece created in pure 92.5 silver. You all know that silver has risen by more than 35% just this last year. So it's it's something, not just an investment in joy, but a real investment per se. And look at the lovely stones, the moti work, and looks very charming. Again, a piece that will go very beautifully with your Indian and Western outfits. And then these are the earrings that go with that. Now, some very simple pieces, simple, but so many of you love it. These are our bestsellers, new designs in our bestsellers. So it's just a simple necklace, perfect for, little girls as well. And it's got these stars and simple small stones with a nice pendant in between. This is such a hot seller. This is your addigai, or like a collar around your neck with a beautiful padakam pendant with white stones. It really looks like your classic diamond necklace. Crafted in 92.5 silver and gold plated in pure 24 karat gold. Again, bestsellers. This is your fish design bestseller. I particularly have one pair of these. And look at the nice fish design with these pink stones and motis. And all these pieces, you can be assured, these are hallmarked, so you know what you're getting. And I haven't said it yet in this show, all Shobitam orders, be it saris, be it jewelry, the price that you see on the website are the final prices. Now, there are no tariffs that you have to bear at delivery. What you pay upfront is all that you pay. No hidden fees, no hassles. So here is this beautiful pair of earrings. Now, Vidya Balan chose this very charming mother of pearls chand balis. Look at the mother of pearls and beautiful chand balis that she chose. Again, a bestseller. And then look at this bracelet. It's got Radha Krishna. Look at this. And a lovely bracelet, a kada that will open from the side. So it opens here, so you can wear it and look at the very detailed work done on it. I'm wearing a silver bracelet myself. It's a very favorite piece of mine. I wear it all the time. And then you have this very nice, very beautiful necklace with Goddess Lakshmi, Nagas in the center, with your white CZ stones on the side. Again, a hot seller, and for the right reasons. And then two more pieces. Finally, this is your kada with your multicolor stones inspired by your Navratna. Again, it's openable from the side. And then finally, you have these jhumkas with these micro stones. Look at this. Very, very pretty pair of jhumkas. So on that note, it's me, Aparna, signing off at today's show. Thank you so much to everyone, who really took the time off on a busy weekend to be part of the show. Even if you don't buy, we are very happy that, you viewed it, you celebrated our culture, our rich textile heritage through the show, and that means a lot to us. And if you have any questions, any feedback, feel free to reach out to us. We are all ears. Huge thanks to our team. I always say this, it's not easy to put together a trunk show. Putting together so many products, right from quality checking them, photographing them, listing them, then the entire trunk show logistics. So I really, really want to thank the team, particularly three people who are here supporting me today. You met Nandini. We also have Prashant and Prabhu here. So huge thanks to them. Do you want to say hi quickly? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nandini? Thank you so much. It really means
Thank you at all. It was a beautiful trunk show. Hope you all liked some of the most magnificent things that she's shown. And
it was all teamwork. Okay.
Magic lies here.
All right. So on that note, it's me signing off. I hope to see you all very soon. Another place, another time with a whole bunch of exciting products. So on that note, signing off finally. And the code for today is holidays. Happy